Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, judges, and most worthy opponents. Good morning. My name is Kian Peters, and I'm the third speaker from the opposing team. I stand resolute in the fact that COVID-19 has many disastrous effects, but I guarantee that it was not on our education system. This point is proven through our use of online school. The government made provisions for students through G Suite, which entails Google Classroom, Google Meet, along with other student and teacher-friendly apps. Each necessary step, including the provision of tablets, was taken to ensure that the students would have access to the online platforms and could learn. For those who could not get tablets, they were given stipend to aid in the purchase of a device. My opponents, I know you will insist that the online school had many disadvantages, but I would beg to disagree. My opponents, wouldn't you agree that most of the disadvantages of online schooling were due to our own laziness? Most of us were too lazy to do our own homework or to participate in class. Some of us were too busy watching cartoons instead of focusing. So my opponents, I think you should reconsider your stance. Online school allowed us a lot more flexibility in learning. We could do our own work in our own timing. It allowed the students to breathe instead of the rigidness of face-to-face. Esteemed judges, COVID-19 did not wreck us, but it showed us the students who can stand on their own. My opponents, I rest my case.
Good afternoon, Madam Principal, teachers, students, classmates, judges, and my opponents. My name is Kason Mitchell. I am 9 years old. My teacher's name is Mrs. McFarlane. I am in grade 4B, and I am the fourth speaker on the proposing team. You seem to have not fully understood the mood. So let me repeat. Be it resolved, COVID-19 has caused havoc in the education system. Now let me put in it more familiar terms. May I tell you no say, COVID-19 mash up the whole education system. There are so many children who are mourning the loss of a loved one who has died from the COVID-19 monster. This is traumatizing and can affect their learning capabilities. There are others who have become infected with the virus and are still in a state of fear. Fear that they too might be among the climbing numbers of persons who died as a result. Although there is no vaccine available, there are children, myself included, wondering if this vaccine works and when will it become available. Another few things that the opposition seems to be forgetting is that schools are generally a safe place for children. With so many children being at home, their psychosocial needs are not being met. Some are even more at risk for abuse at home. So let us not forget the impact of education on the nation. We appreciate the online platforms, but nothing can replace the warmth, love, care from the real school experience, and COVID-19 has taken this away from us. COVID-19 has created havoc in the education system in Jamaica. I rest my case.
Esteemed judges, members of the academic and other staff of Bureau All Age School, parents, fellow students, and worthy opponents, good afternoon. I am Georgina Phillips, first speaker for the opposing team on the moot. Be it resolved, COVID-19 has created havoc in the education system. The COVID-19 pandemic came about and changed the lives of everyone in the world. It changed the way we do things and showed us the alternatives. My sympathy goes out to those who have lost their loved ones and those with this deadly respiratory disease. All sectors of the economy have been affected by this virus. But the greatest thing about this virus is that you pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and move forward. COVID-19 has given us the opportunity to boost, improve, correct, enrich, and revitalize the education system in Jamaica and other parts of the world. What the education sector needs to do is to strengthen its capabilities to provide the necessary tools to embrace the digital age that we now live in. The future is here. The future is now. I thank you.
Good morning. My opponents, did you know that there are schools with 50 students cramped into a classroom with limited ventilation and poor lighting? This is the reality of many students in school in the education system. We are living in the digital age where technology is the way forward. With information at our fingertips, why aren't you more informed? We can all agree that the COVID-19 pandemic has been devastating on all sectors of the economy. There is no doubt that we were not prepared for such a crisis. But we are living in the global village in a very fast-paced world. COVID-19 has created opportunities for the education system to purchase devices for school, work with the other ministries to improve internet connectivity across the country, learn the new ways of operating. After all, the education system has been lagging behind with outdated method, instruction, and old-fashioned furniture and equipment. This is a time to change. Can you imagine in this day and age, we still have individuals who have to literally go on their rooftop to send or receive a call? This is unacceptable for our country with so much potential. Should we only boast about having the fastest man and woman, the best coffee in the world, the land of food and water, but yet we are comfortable with our outdated education system? I think not. COVID-19 has opened our eyes to see the thing that we need to change. Now is not the time to point fingers and blame the pandemic. I rest my case.
First, I must say, ministers, judges, principal, teachers, my fellow opponents and teammates. More, be it resolved that COVID-19 has created havoc in the education system. Good morning, everyone. My name is Tafari Osborne, third speaker for the opposing team. Behind every dark cloud, there is a silver lining. It is possible that something good can come out of bad situations. This pandemic has taught us a value of being resilient. Did you know that there are students who traveled for miles to get to school? They would have to be up 4 a.m. to get transportation. These children do not get enough rest. Do I need to mention the safety issues with this? These children do not get enough rest and may not perform at their best. The COVID-19 pandemic has created the stronger bond between families. Parents and guardians got to spend time assisting children with projects, assignments, and other tasks. This is a significant contribution to the education system. On a regular basis, school administrators complain about the lack of home support. Students are now able to access quality education from the comfort of their homes. This means less utility at school. The onset of COVID-19 pandemic has created has forced teachers to abandon the chalk and talk method. Students now have privilege to videos, games, and interactive lessons in the virtual space. This is a plus for the education system. My opponents, when life throws you lemon, get some ice and make lemonade. I close my case.